Alright, hey guys, this is me, Will. I am currently on my break, and I decided to film a video about Marvel's new information on Phase 4. And I'm giving it quotations because it's not officially Phase 4, I think. I don't know if they called it that. But anyway, I heard that they said that they weren't going to call it anything anymore after that. But so far, we have news about Black Widow, Shang-Chi. We have news on Doctor Strange, Thor 4, and we also have news about some other things. This is just going to be a brief synopsis. I'm really just going over it today and giving my opinions on the new new movies and shows that are coming out. I'm going to start off with the shows because I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to get Disney Plus or not. I really want to. But anyway, a lot of people who know me personally know that the only reason that I got Netflix was because Daredevil was coming out at the time. Daredevil, and then they had, so they already told us what else was coming out. Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and Defenders. So throughout the time, I've grown to love the Netflix shows, specifically Daredevil, Jessica Jones, and Luke Cage. The Defenders was pretty okay. It's not as good as I wanted it to be. I don't think the Hand should have been the villain, but we're not gonna get into that. I was super excited to see where it was gonna go, and then they canceled every single show. Currently, I have not finished The Punisher season 2 or Jessica Jones season 3 because I really don't want there to be set up for stuff that isn't coming ever. So, really don't think I want to finish those. But they came out and talked about the Loki show, which is going to take place after the events of Avengers Endgame, where the 2012 version of Loki stole the Tesseract. And so it's going to take place in an alternate timeline. I'm really interested by that. I don't know what's the main plot. I think so far they've said it's going to be him going to different parts of time or something like that. I really don't know. Can't speak too much on it. I know that it does come out, I think they said 2020? I might be wrong about that. I'm sorry, my information, I don't have it pulled up right now. So there's that. They came out and talked about WandaVision, which is going to somehow tie into the Doctor Strange sequel, which I'm pretty excited for. We have a show based on Hawkeye, which I'm also kind of excited for. I want to see what they're going to do with his story. And then specifically, I think The Falcon and Winter Soldier is the show that's coming out next year. I'm very excited for that because I really want to see the aftermath of Falcon becoming Captain America. I think that's going to be awesome. He said that he's already tried the costume on, and he's definitely going to have the shield and everything, so I cannot wait for that to come out. And Helmut Zemo is coming back, so I'm really excited for that. And he's getting his mask, and so that's really awesome. I think that's all the shows. Oh, What If. I'm actually really excited for What If. That might be one of my most anticipated Marvel show. And that's because What If was one of my favorite comic series. Because I love the idea of alternate realities. The idea of let's take this story that everyone loves and flip it on its head. You know what I mean? So I really can't wait to see them do weird stuff with the MCU timeline. Can't wait. Now let's go into the movies. In the movies department, we got Black Widow, which I kind of got on a little earlier. I'm not super excited for it. When it comes out, I'm definitely going to go see it, but I'm not anticipating it. Then we have the Eternals, or Eternals. I don't know. I'm just going to call it the Eternals. I don't know anything about those characters. I do not know how I feel about Angelina Jolie coming on into the MCU. I'm really mixed on that. I don't know anything about the director. I don't know Chloe Zhao. I think that's how you pronounce it. I'm really mixed on that movie as well. I think the next year, I'm saying some of these after this out of order, so I apologize. Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. I am super excited for that. They have said it is going to be a horror film. I'm super pumped. Can't wait. I didn't love Doctor Strange, but I love the idea and the character. The certain things that I do not like are that he just jokes too much in his own movie, but he doesn't retain that aspect in the next movies. Because in I love him in Thor Ragnarok, and he actually kind of jokes in that, but that's Thor Ragnarok. And then in Infinity War and Endgame, I think he's awesome. He's honestly better as a side character. But the movie has me excited because they're bringing in Elizabeth Olsen as Scarlet Witch, and it's tying into the show WandaVision. And this is going to be one of the first times that a movie and a show directly tie into each other in the MCU. I think, honestly, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. was the one show where everything was really connected. And then when Infinity War came out, they freaking did not adapt any of what happened in that. And I hated that. They said, honestly, I'm going to just chalk it up to, they're probably going to say it's an alternate timeline. I really don't know. It doesn't make any sense to me. I'm really, in my head, I just got to put into my head now that, okay, the Netflix shows, I'm just going to say that those take place in an alternate timeline. But I'm really excited for Doctor Strange. What was the other movie that they announced, 2021? I might be saying these out of order. I think Shang-Chi was one of them. I think Shang-Chi was supposed to come out. Yeah, it comes out the same year as Doctor Strange, and I think there's a third movie that's supposed to be coming out at the same time. Shang-Chi, I'm not excited about it because of the character. I'm more excited about the fact that we get to see the real Mandarin and we get to see the Ten Rings return. I am really excited about that. I could care less about Shang-Chi. I don't know the character. I've looked him up and I've researched him, and all that I've seen him have powers about, he's great at martial arts, and he has self-duplication powers, so he can just make copies of himself. And I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I really just want to see it for the Ten Rings. But there's that. I'm going to start saying these, again, I'm sorry, I'm saying these a little bit out of order because I don't remember the specific order that they're coming out in, but I think Thor, Love and Thunder is a part of that, and they've also said that there's 5 movies and 5 shows, and that's going to be a part of the Phase 4, so I think that's weird, but whatever, it's going to be hard for me because Disney Plus, I got to get the streaming service, so... But yeah, I'm really pumped for Thor, Love and Thunder. Now, the title is not my favorite, but the idea of bringing back Natalie Portman as Jane Foster and actually giving her probably some type of conclusion to her story arc in the MCU is awesome. They gave her the freaking wrong end of the stick, like, with her character. Last we saw her was literally like 2013. That was a long time ago now. So... I'm glad to see her back. And I guess you could say we saw her in Endgame, but I don't know. I don't know. I need to look up the info, but I'm pretty sure that they use body doubles, CGI, and probably old footage from Thor: The Dark World. But I'm actually kind of excited to see Thor: Love and Thunder. I think that they said Valkyrie is going to be looking for a queen. They said Jane Foster is going to actually be, she's going to wield Mjolnir. She's going to be worthy. She's going to be Lady Thor. I think some of this stuff is really awesome. So, then they came out with some other news. This isn't a part of Phase 4. Phase 4, like I said, 5 movies, 5 shows. So we have Black Widow, The Eternals, Shang-Chi, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, and then we have, I forgot the last movie, Thor, Love and Thunder. And then we got the shows. We have Falcon and the Winter Soldier. We have, I think after that, it's WandaVision, Loki, Hawkeye, What If. So those are all of Phase 4. That's what is completing that. So they said that this is only going to take place over 2 years. So that's next year, 2021. So we're getting 2 movies next year. We're getting some of the shows next year. And then we're getting the rest of that 2021. Now, they've also announced other movies like Blade. Now, I'm going to go into this a little deep. Blade is a character that I love. Blade was one of my favorite movies back in the day. Blade 2 is still to this day awesome. Blade 3 is not good. But Blade was one of Marvel's first successful films. A lot of people don't know that. It wasn't their first movie. They've had movies like Howard the Duck, which was a box office failure. And then they had TV movies like Captain America. They had Nick Fury, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., stuff like that. and they're just not that good. But I'm really excited for Blade. They have Mahershala Ali cast as Blade already. They don't have a director or screenwriter yet. But I'm pretty excited. That makes it strange, though, because we got vampires in the MCU coming. A lot of people don't know this. I really wanted to actually, if I became a filmmaker, well, I want to become one. So when I become one, I wanted my first project for Marvel, if I got the chance to, was to make a Blade movie or show. I just am nervous because since they're making a movie, I know it's not going to be rated R. It's going to be PG-13. And Blade is a character that I think has to be done with R. That's just me. But, yeah, they announced that. They've also announced that X-Men and Fantastic Four are also in development. And then they've also announced that Captain Marvel 2 and Black Panther 2 are also in development. Now, these movies, they have not come far. Oh, and also Guardians 3. A lot of these movies, those movies haven't came far. They said that those movies are going to be a part of Phase 5. So that's going to be cool and weird. It's weird that they're spacing them out like that, but that's fine. I'm just excited because I'm pretty sure that means at least next year we should get more news on those movies. But I wanted to get in a video. I haven't released one in a while. I wanted to talk to you guys about the upcoming Marvel release dates and stuff like that. Talk about their movies and what do I think about them. Overall, it's weird. I wasn't excited as I was hearing about most of these like I was when I heard about Phase 3. But that's just me personally. When Phase 3 was announced, we had Captain America Civil War, we had Doctor Strange, we had Guardians 2, we had Spider-Man. I mean, that was a lot. That's a lot to live up to. That was a big phase for them, to be honest. But I think Marvel, they can't do no wrong. I mean, I have not seen one Marvel movie where I've actually just said to myself, I did not enjoy that at all. I can sit down and watch one, and I can pick out parts that I don't like, but I've never sat down and watched one and be like, I hated that. I don't want to watch that again. But I'm excited. If you guys have any opinions, leave them in the comments down below. Give this video a like. It really helps me out. And please subscribe. You know, I make videos every now and then. I try to my best to stay updated, but it's not working right now. But yeah, guys, I had a nice time talking to you, and I'm out of here. Peace.